Hello, welcome to the Stephen Tries podcast, episode 8. This week's theme is music, and I'm joined by Thomas Cooney.
Good evening.
David Reese.
Hey all.
And Max Smith.
Hello there.
We also have our producer Joe with us, who we cannot see because he's in the witness protection because of something he saw when he was 4 years old. Stay tuned for that. So it's is it week 3 in lockdown?
I don't know. It's
Week-
all kind of
yeah,
blended in
final
together
week.
now.
Our quarantine correspondent David Reese has
Yeah, thank you.
confirmation
Thank
it's
you.
third week. Dave,
We're
how are you
bench-
keeping?
Yeah, all right. I've been trying new meals recently. I tried turnip mash and sweet potato mash yesterday. I know.
Potato mash and sweet potato mash.
No, they were blended.
Another mash with the side of mash.
It was really nice.
A lot of root vegetables.
Yeah. I don't like vegetables, but Joe, the mate who cooks for me, he forces me to eat them.
You've got a chef.
Well, no, he's just my housemate, and he likes cooking, so I was like, alright, I don't mind that.
Yeah, fair.
He sounds really talented.
Yeah.
He is. He knows what he's doing.
Specialises in baby
Beetroot
food.
mash.
He matches it up for me and put it in my mouth.
If you can mash it, I can cook it.
Yeah, with sausages. It was very nice.
Mash sausages or...
Max.
Nah.
Speaking of mash sausages,
pork.
how's quarantine treating you?
It's literally the same. Nothing's changed for me. Everyone's gone very quiet.
Well, I think Dave's back, so. Max, come on. Have you got any new hobbies?
Have I got any new hobbies? No.
Oh, this is good.
All my hobbies are perfectly suited for quarantine.
See?
Gaming. That's
Yeah.
it. Gaming and watching
Yeah, I
films.
see that.
I mean, what else am I going to do?
That was the Stephen Tries podcast. Dave, have you been watching anything interesting?
I watched no. I think actually no. Have you seen that Tiger King?
Oh, it's amazing.
Mate, it's fucking insane. He's
Joe
a
Exotic.
nut job. He's brilliant. I love him. Oh, he's
I
funny.
guess he was like a comedy character.
Yeah.
He does. There's one bit in particular where his husband dies, and he was only young. He shot himself. It just cuts to him at the funeral, just doing karaoke.
Karaoke. Oh my! He just loves himself. He loves
Oh,
himself.
it's amazing.
He's brilliant. I love his country songs. Sitting in there with tigers,
Yeah.
looking at the camera. Oh, mate, he's hilarious. Nut job,
Probably
but
a
hilarious.
bad person, but he's funny.
He gets away with it for having a laugh.
Yeah. It's mad how he could just walk about with the tigers though.
Yeah, I know. His balls must
Such
be
power.
massive.
Not with 2 husbands, Dave. He is unknown.
Three.
What?
3 husbands.
Oh yeah.
He's
Two at once, though.
yeah. Oh, yeah. True. He's a nut
They
job.
both turned out to be straight.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Good old Joe.
Yeah, it's good. I only realised it was like a play on words of The Lion King the other day.
Just
I was just thinking, that's a wacky name. I realised, The Lion King. Yeah.
You are genius.
Thank you. Now,
Can't wait for episode 10 in a couple of weeks. We're all struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music is the topic. Max, you have zero taste in music.
Well,
To be fair.
Spandau Ballet on repeat is taste, my friend.
Well, since when have you liked Spandau Ballet? Name 3 of their songs without typing on a keyboard.
Gold.
Go.
Max, please tell the
Just
people
that one
your,
song.
That was Spandau superfan Max Smith.
My mastermind question.
Max, tell the people what your favourite genre of music is.
Man, I'm a big fan of like comedy songs. Tenacious D. I think if people are good at comedy songs, they're pretty much, Lonely Island, amazing.
Bit of Weird Al.
Weird Al, good fun.
Bo Burnham.
Yeah. he's incredible.
He's very good.
Yeah, he's not going to shag you though, is he, Max?
No, I mean, we shall see. Yeah, that's it.
Aren't you into like things like Neil Diamond and stuff?
Neil
Like
Diamond.
Elton John and things like, I don't know, just kind of...
I mean, me and you, I remember we went to Blackpool, me and you, Tom, and we pretty much sang all of George Michael's songs in the back of the car. So, don't just say I'm the fan here.
No, I just remember you stayed over at mine for a little bit, and I just remember you listening to a lot of older classics, kind of stuff like Neil Diamond and that.
I never had that phase where people sort of got into their own music, so I just listened to whatever my dad had. And that was a lot of Elton John compilations. That was fun.
Love George Michael, Elton John.
That one song by Spandau Ballet.
And Queen, I imagine.
Queen?
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with Queen. I thought you'd like hard rock, to be honest, Max.
Why?
Just a look. just a hair.
Yeah.
No, I
You
wanna...
have a look of a grunger about you.
Yeah, like the not metal. That's the one.
He's a heavy mental.
Wow. I listen to anything. A lot of video game soundtracks.
when you're out on a wild night, you can always be dancing to any song. That's you.
That's it.
You're like a chameleon of the dance floor.
That's me.
Evolves. Yeah. No.
Dave, what are you into?
Me, I love a bit of country, mate. Country music.
Yeah,
really?
Speaking of
Which
Joe,
country?
Joe Exotic. Nah. So I love a song that tells a story. So have you ever heard of Kenny Rogers? May he rest in peace. Died recently. Coward in the County. You ever heard that song?
What was it? Sorry, Max was too busy in shock.
A Coward in the County. Coward in the
You'll
County.
have to sing it for us.
Oh yeah, all right.
No, I know what you mean now. Yeah, I like folk music myself.
Yeah, and it tells a story. Yeah, and I forgot what I was saying.
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers, yeah, and also a bit of Bill Withers. Can't go wrong with a bit of Bill Withers. Bit of soul as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, may he rest in peace as well. I like all the dead ones.
Yeah.
If they're still singing, forget about it. As soon as a rapper dies, I'm all over that shit.
Come on.
Who ticks your boxes?
Similar in that it's a bit of everything for me. I do like kind of acousticy, like softer folk kind of music, but I like EDM as well. So it just depends what mood I'm in, really.
You're not into rap, are you?
Not as much, no.
Like me and Max, we just sit down with the best of rap, and we just crank that to volume 3 and go to town.
Now that's what I call Rap 69, one of the best albums of all time.
That rhymed as well, which shows off Max's lyrical capabilities there. Just
See, I never understood grime and rap. I don't understand the difference, to be honest. Is there a
Go
difference?
Rap, Stephen.
Grime is it's 140 beats per minute, I believe. It might be 134. It's something like that. It's to do with the beats per minute.
Oh right. See how fast you can go.
Well, no.
Right.
Seems like a subtle difference.
Yeah, but then the beats are different. Yeah. Now you've got drill music, which is even more different. And that's more popular than grime at the moment. But doesn't really float my boat, Pasty white boy like me. You've got to rap slow for me to enjoy it. I want to know what's in the candy shop. Do.
So is that you then, rap?
I'm a little bit like you'll probably hear it at a wedding. That's my kind of music. You know, just that every artist's best, most popular song is my kind of music. I'm very basic in that sense. I tell you one band I've never had time for is Slipknot. They just scare me. The masks and all that. It's just I think
I can appreciate most types of music, but like heavy metal and screaming stuff, I've never been able to kind of. Yeah.
I say have a calms. You know, that's what they need. Sit down, talk it out.
Punch your bag.
Booth.
Yeah.
Dave, what was your? Have you ever been to a concert or a gig?
I have. I went V Festival. When it was called V Festival. It's no longer called V Festival anymore. But yeah, I went to the one in Essex. It's sick. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Lot of. I was about. Must have been 18. Yeah, must have been. Or 16. I don't know. I went.
I was younger.
18 or 6.
But there was everywhere you look, there's people going off their heads. It was funny to watch. You have to duck every time someone's chin's swinging around.
You could just come to Piccadilly Gardens, mate. But yeah,
exactly the same.
Have you been to like just a gig for one artist?
No, I don't know. I don't think I went to a summertime ball, but again, that ain't a one artist thing.
What's that?
It's in Wembley. It's FM, Capital FM thing.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. So they get all like the top singers.
School dance.
You're not getting a lot of country music there, though.
No. I don't get much country over here. I chose the worst type of music to like over here.
Yeah, you were stood there in the crowd with your straw hat, just
eating a fucking wheat or whatever it is.
What a dang nation!
Take your hat off. Oh shit!
Max, have you been to a gig?
I went to Parklife with you, which I don't remember. I went the
More
second
on that
later. During a massive come down, I remember standing in the middle of a field, watching the streets as people go mental in front of me smoking weed and stuff, and I'm just there in my big coat and my smoky jumper. Sweat.
Well, at least you lived to tell the tale. You know, there was some worrying stories of a rampaging baby elephant that was loose that day.
Safari Park Life, we called it.
Joe Exotic running after me. What else? Went to Ninja Sex Party. That was interesting.
Sounds fun.
You thought it was something else, though, didn't you?
Huh?
You thought it was something else.
It's finally going to happen for you, mate.
You turned up in a corona, just... Come on.
How much?
I don't really go to a lot of gigs. I just don't care for them.
Yeah.
If I want to listen to it, I just, find it on YouTube.
Yeah, Spotify, yeah.
Tom, have you been to a lot of gigs?
Been to a few, yeah. Been to a few at the Etihad, Stone Roses, went to Coldplay, that was really good.
What was that?
That was a few years ago.
I remember some sniggers from Smith.
Yeah. It was epic, to be fair, Coldplay. They did put on an amazing show, like a lot of kind of like, with the lights and stuff. It was really good. And then I've been to some smaller gigs, like Passenger. Gregory Alan Isaacoff, who's an American folk singer.
Of course.
You might know him, Dave.
Nice, yep.
Yeah. He wears a straw hat.
And nothing else.
Have you been to a festival?
I went to one day of Ziget Festival in Budapest because we were passing through and it was on, and that was really good. We were meant to be going again this year, but that's currently on the ropes.
Yeah.
See what happens. But no, I didn't go to as many when I was younger, like Leeds and like Creamfields and that. I don't know, it just didn't really appeal to me. But as I've got older,
You can't get away from them now.
Yeah, I can deal with it more now. I just couldn't handle the sleeping bags and camping. I hate camping. I hate it. So that always put me off.
Yeah. But Parklife doesn't have any camping.
No?
No, I think Max fell asleep. The only gig I've been to was recently, and it was Mabel, because I bought it for my girlfriend, and then she went, "Oh, you can come with me." I was like, "Sure, you don't want to take one of your friends?" So then I was there, and it was just very much a female audience.
And I remember the night you went. You were here till about 10:30, 11, stalling.
No, it was an early start.
Waiting.
It was a school night for most of the audience. But that wasn't bad. That was actually quite good. And now I've got the bug for Mabel. I can't stop. Festivals though, been to a few since we last did the festival podcast. I've been to two more. Nay. Yeah, 2 more. One was with Ryan Locke, friend of the channel. Not
Great friend of the channel.
Enemy of this channel. And I think it was his first festival he'd ever been to. He got really drunk.
Oh, hilarious.
And then we lost him for about an hour. And he was giving me directions where to find him. And he was like, oh, it's like the third turn on the right and I'll be there. And I was like, Ryan, it's not a fucking junction on the road. Where I am. So we spent ages trying to find him, and he was just throwing up in the toilets. The first thing he says to me when we find him is, "Oh, will you go get me a beer, please?" I was like, "This isn't what I wanted for the day."
Bless him.
Yeah,
proper mess.
Yeah, he was.
Had a good time though.
Yeah, he did. The worst thing that I did at a festival, looking back on it, I was at Tomorrowland, and on the last day we'd somehow got a VIP box. I think there's some sort of like an influencer deal. As awful as that is, obviously I wasn't one of the influencers, but I just tagged along, and basically they gave us 10,000, not euros, but Tomorrowland coins,
dollars,
worth of
Tomorrow
money to spend on alcohol. So we had like these massive, I can't probably show you, like 2
magnums,
foot, like 2 foot, maybe 1 foot size bottles, but because it was the last day of the festival and I didn't want to travel drunk, like with a massive hangover, I just stayed sober for the whole day. So I was just drinking, I was just going to people, I didn't know they made lime flavoured Red Bull. So trying to kick off a conversation. Yeah, that was terrible. But you know,
exposed videos you can make after that. Oof.
Yeah. Says the guy who was on all fours at Parklife.
Does Parklife have
I
like
what actually happened at Parklife again?
He did at one point.
We went with some people. Names shall not be said.
Influences.
In a way.
Under
like
the
peer pressurers. They. I was, you know me, classic bartender Smith over it. Teaching them how to drink drinks. I took one drink which apparently had something in, and I just blacked out for the whole day. And then I woke up. I came to in the middle of the techno tent.
Cock out.
just behind the decks.
Just
noggin. This is Spandau Valley Gold.
On repeat. I don't know anything else. Oh man, it was grim because I left all my stuff at Stephen's at your hotel.
All your stuff.
All my worldly possessions. My phone, my wallet, my keys, my kids. So I'm running around Parklife going, where the fuck is everyone? I went up to somebody and said, right, can you call this number for me? It's a good friend of mine. He'll come get me. And I said a phone number, and they're like, oh, it's not picking up. So they give me their phone to talk to you. And my voicemail comes up, and I realise I've just called myself. which isn't going to help anyone. 2 days later, I listen to the voicemail, and it's just me going, oh, fuck!
Oh, amazing.
And, yeah, it was just, I don't know. That's Parklife though, guys. You never know what you're gonna get. And in
would you do it again?
Yeah, without the pill.
Oh,
like,
that was.
I went the next day. I was just on a massive come down, so I'm just stood there, like, whilst all these acts are on, I'm just stood there on my own, like, this is fucking awful.
My favourite thing about the second day was I woke up to a text at 10 a.m. from Max saying, "Are we going again today, mate?" Dead up for it. 4 hours later, we were about to leave. I call him, and he's like, "Hello." and then you're a trooper. You came back out.
Yeah. It was an odd one. It was an odd feeling.
Tom, what was your first ever CD?
It will have been a Now CD, I imagine. I do remember I bought an Atomic Kitten CD from Woolworths with my pocket money.
The things you do to impress girls.
Yeah, a lot of Now CDs. Yeah, because it is just classic chart pop music.
At the time, what was that like Bee Gees and?
Yeah.
What was Beethoven like?
Nat King Cole, Sinatra,
Mongolian
Parlour music.
Alan music.
Yeah, Parlour, I don't know. Something to do with Tudors. Yeah.
Something to do with Tudors.
Green sleeves and stuff.
Dave, what about you? I imagine you had something embarrassing as your first CD.
My first. Do you know what? I think it was an Audible book thing.
An Audible book?
Yeah. For Mr. Men.
Jesus Christ.
I never really bought CDs. I was born in the era where you didn't need them. So we had like
fucking
Gen
Z.
Exactly. Like Bluetooth. I remember the first ever song I was Bluetoothed, if that's the same. It was Red Handed by Shaggy. The girl next door.
Oh, wasn't me, that one.
Oh, it's sick. Yeah, that's it. Is it Shaggy? Is it Shaggy?
Yeah.
Oh, it is Shaggy. I was right. Yeah, okay.
Mr. Red-Handed.
Yeah. Mr. Red-Handed. Oh, no, it's Red-Handed. Call me Red-Handed. It used to make me laugh, that song. I used to think it was a joke, but it's real.
But it's real, mate.
It was real.
It's real.
It was real.
He ruined a marriage.
Yeah.
He ruined a family. And he has the gall to go and sing about it.
I remember I used to get, I can't remember which way around it was, but I think I'd get like CDs from the library and record them onto cassette tapes on my little, my little stereo.
That's
simpler times.
The full collection of his Dark Materials on audiobook. You just go to the library and take them out and just rip them.
Oh,
And they haven't got a clue.
Well, the library do have a clue about the things you do, Max.
What are you doing with these, Max? I'll never tell.
You'll never know.
Max, did you ever get a CD?
No. Which I know sounds surprising, seeing as I'm such a music aficionado.
Yeah.
But, no.
Techie Smith.
No. Again, my dad had a big collection of George Michael CDs, so I was sorted.
What's the things with the big disc?
Vinyls.
Like
Laserdisc.
Vinyls, that's the one.
Yeah.
I always thought they were quite
Laserdisc.
interesting.
Yeah.
I like them.
Well, they are. My uncle had like an amazing vinyl collection that would have been worth like hundreds and hundreds, but.
But whatever you want, mate.
Got me again, Smith. So obviously CDs came in and he thought, obviously, these will be extinct now. So he transferred the whole thing onto CDs. And they're pretty shit now. They're not really... CDs aren't very good. I still prefer to have vinyls. I've got a collection myself now.
They look cooler, vinyls, I think. They're coming like...
Dave, I'll give you £25 if you can guess what my first CD was.
Your first CD?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say, I'm blue, dabba-dee, babba-die, and dabba.
It's a great song, Steve.
You're just looking at Tom's shirt.
It did pop into mind. It was like, blue, that's it. Fate has led me to this day.
It was actually...
How old were you? Give us another guess.
Yeah, how old?
I was about 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Fucking hell.
Fuck knows, go on, tell us.
It was Eddie Grant, Electric Avenue.
No.
We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue.
Wasn't that like it got to number 1 years again, like on a re-release?
Probably, yeah.
But
But
must have, obviously.
I
All
think
those 5-year-olds going out to buy it.
me and Dave have this strong reggae connection, don't we?
We connected for life. Like UB40. I didn't realise they done reggae, but reggae. Reggae, reggae.
Yeah.
Like UB40. What other songs do they do? I only know Red Wine.
That's all I know, mate.
Swing Like Sweet Chariot.
Oh, is that them?
Has Max got an intruder? I'll just see it in the video. Someone just running off with the microphone. Should we move on to Stephen Lies? D.I. Reese is in the building, ready to, well, not literally because of, COVID-19 reaping havoc on the world. But we've got three stories about music, and David will decipher whether it's the truth or fibbers.
Okay.
This week, Dave, I can tell you we have 1 truth and 2 lies.
1 truth. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, shall I go first?
Go for it.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. For my maths homework, I did a performance of In the Air Tonight.
Okay.
Max?
Yep. I got a music GCSE. I passed my music GCSE by playing the EastEnders theme song on the piano.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
And I avoided an after-school detention by standing up in class and spontaneously singing R. Kelly's World's Greatest.
Did you know at the time he was a...
Yes, I did.
The world depends on you.
And you thought it was appropriate.
They got you out of the detention.
Got me out of the detention.
That's what you got the detention for.
That's right, yeah. Do you know what this man did?
Yeah, the truth only requires a slight tweak.
He was misunderstood.
Right, Dave.
You heard it here first.
Right, okay. So, with yours, Steve, did you have to change the lyrics up, did you? Or...
So basically, my maths teacher and my music teacher were the same person at the school.
Right.
They only had 3 music teachers, but he was qualified in both. So
Right.
I remember for the Tuesday lesson, I had homework due for that teacher. And the music homework was to do a drum solo, something we've been working on for the term. So I was doing In the Air Tonight, which goes... And I could actually do it, and I was really proud of myself. Anyway, I get into the lesson, and he goes, right guys, it's time for the homework. Stephen, do you want to show us what you got? So, me thinking it was a music lesson, I get up on the drums. Because all our maths lessons were in this weird
room.
sort of... Yeah. So I turn it up on the drums, and then he just let me go along with it, and then at the end, like a classic dickhead teacher goes, it was actually this maths equation that we'd been set last week. So I had to solve that.
Oh, right. Without the drum.
Instead I did a Phil Collins classic. Which in many ways is the answer to most problems.
So I thought it was going to go like dun 25. Like the answer. the algebra.
I didn't go to the school in Glee.
So I got a glitter blazer on. Alright, okay. What did you get? What did he say? Did he laugh at you? Did he tell you off for not doing the homework or what?
Everyone stared at me, but because quite a few of my classmates were in the same music and maths lesson, they sort of understood it, but they still thought, what a twat. I really went for it on the drums as well, because I thought I nailed this.
Going for it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right then. Tom. Oh wait. Who's after? Yeah. Okay. We'll go with you. What was yours again?
To get out of an after-school detention,
sing it.
I got up and sang R. Kelly's World's Greatest to the class a cappella.
I would have done Ignition if I were you.
That was out at the time.
Why that song? Why did that pop into your head?
I don't know. It seemed like one that I could pull off, and the class. People in the class kind of joined in. I just knew it was a song that other people knew.
That Tom did go
Sang it for the people.
Well, basically, it was in music, and we had a project where we had to get into groups and we had to get up and do a singing performance. Now, some people didn't do it, and some people produced a very bad performance. I didn't really like the group I was in. Didn't like the song we were singing.
Very much Robbie Williams.
Yeah, so I think obviously when I stood up in front of the class, I must have looked disinterested. So at the end of it, when we'd all done it, she reeled off a few people that were going to stay after school and redo it because of, for whatever. So I decided to stand up and sing that song to redeem myself. And
right.
A few people joined in and it worked.
When you say they joined in, did it join in like in a musical where they just start clicking? And
they just joined in on the chorus eventually. They realised obviously she was letting me sing and she was kind of laughing.
Out the closet.
Yeah, and a few people joined in.
Was anyone on the tables bouncing? Or
No, it wasn't like that, Dave. Just a bit of clapping,
bullshit. Oh, right, okay. I would have believed it more. All right then, Max. So
no, you're right.
What is? My memory is terrible, Max. You have to tell me again.
Don't worry about it, mate. Max here, Stephen Tracy.
It's a technique, Max. Don't let him fool you.
I passed my music GCSE by playing EastEnders on the piano.
EastEnders. All right, okay. And what? Isn't that a drum?
I play
it? Is it a drum?
Yeah, but you just go ding 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 ding. Mate, this was like 10 years ago. I don't remember this much.
No. Prove that you know the tune, Max.
Max, as you know how to play the piano, I'm guessing that you surely know the keys, like the name of the keys.
Oh yes, so
What are the letters?
E, G, F.
Sorry, is that example?
Okay. No, I'll let you off on that.
Cheers.
What a grilling.
So, what did you get?
I can't handle it, Dave.
The stress.
I'm sweating right now.
How did you do?
I got a C.
You got a C. You done well for that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Basically, the music teacher couldn't teach basically for a while, so we had a load of substitutes in throughout the whole year. So at the end they were like, right, fuck it, just do this on the piano, and we'll give you a grade.
I thought you got an E, G, or an F.
Hey, did. So did you?
Hold on, let Max do the drum roll.
Was this in Spain or in England?
This is in England, mate.
England.
Jolly old England.
In Spain, he did the Emmerdale theme on castanets.
With maracas. All right. Okay.
I got a C.
See, Tom, yours sounds unbelievable because I don't think teachers was allowed. I don't know. Might be a trick.
It might be a trick, Dave.
I'm going to say yours is a lie, Tom. And I'm also going to say Steve's is a lie as well. I'm going to say Max is true. I get it!
Detective David Reese has solved
Get in there.
the greatest.
Knew it.
That's a clean sweep for you there, Dave. Well done.
He's
well happy with himself.
I'm going to open a champagne and go downstairs. Get in.
Now let's go back to music lessons whilst we're speaking about it. I was famously in the samba band, as I've alluded to previously. However, the night of the big show, and it was two local schools coming together. sort of like a Martin Luther King's dream there.
Yeah.
And we performed. However, I was in the samba band on the cowbell, and apparently I was completely out of time. So I got off feeling great. And both my parents told me. They didn't agree on much, but they agreed that I was terrible on the cowbell.
Martin Luther King's dream. This is his nightmare. Up tempo in the samba band. No.
This fat little ginger's ruined my show. So yeah, that was awful. But that was the closest I got to being involved in music. Have you ever learnt an instrument? I'll go to Tom first for that. No, sorry.
I've got a guitar, which I was learning a fair bit. Yeah, last year, just the basics, but it's very difficult. It's really time consuming. So at the moment, I've kind of plateaued.
But
skinny white guy.
I know. I have all the time in the world. So I'm thinking of
picking up and down, put it down.
Yeah. I started playing Green Day, "Time of Your Life," which I can do. And then every time I pick the guitar up, I just play that and think, yep, and put it down. So,
you're very much the Rick of the guitar. Yeah. Max, have you ever had an instrument?
The piano.
Yeah. Didn't you play the skin flute for a while?
In collaboration with your dad. Yeah, no, I do not know. I don't care for instruments. I don't care. It's just showing off for the sake of it. If you want to listen to music, just put an album on.
Yeah, but for that to happen, you need to have people playing instruments.
Yeah, but don't play them around me.
Right.
I don't have time for it,
No.
You're not really into music, are you, Max?
Not really. I don't know why I'm featured as a special guest on this.
The only one of us with a music GCSE fucking hates music.
The most basic question we started with: what kind of music you into? Comedy songs.
Comedy songs, TV themes.
The usual.
Dave, have you played an instrument?
See, when I was in primary school, I used to play the guitar, and I was that shit. We done an assembly, and everyone was told to get up who played the guitar. The teacher told me, when you go up, don't strum the strings. Just pretend you're doing it. I was like, alright, miss, I will do. I've always wanted to play piano, but I've got too fat and small hands, so I can't play. Because if you look at piano players, they've got freakishly large fingers for some reason.
Wow.
They can spread their hands out.
Are you kidding me? I've
hold you back, Max.
I've told you about my EastEnders playing days, and you come.
Yeah. I used to be able to play Passenger. What's it called?
Yeah, I've heard you play it. Let it go.
Yeah, that's the one. I could do the beginning of that, and that is it. And that's all I could do. And that's only because the light shows up on my keyboard and I have to press. So it don't really count.
Is it one of the big ones that you have to step on?
You had a stepper tune, Tom?
I did have a stepper. I've been making music since I was just a boy. Yeah. I played a recorder. Everyone must have played.
Oh,
isn't that's a general reception year one thing?
Yeah.
The xylophone with all the multicoloured blocks.
Yeah.
I never played that.
Oh yeah, when you bang down.
I used to love the wooden instruments with the ridges that you just hit.
Yeah, what's that called?
It's like the washerboard sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, in Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
You know that song Under the Sea.
Yeah.
You know that thing that they that instrument. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a bowl, and then they
it's steel drum sort of thing.
Yeah. I like the sound of that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But you love the Little Mermaid though, don't you? I'm totally obsessed.
It's my favourite.
Who's your favourite artist?
Van Gogh.
Well,
Smith's just waiting today.
Hold on, Max. What's your three favourite paintings by Van Gogh?
The sunflowers. Hey Google, what painting?
The one with the swirls.
What? Yeah, the sunflower one, the self-portrait one,
Yeah.
and the little girl
Anyway.
cafe.
That's classic. Dave, who's your favourite artist?
See, I forgot his last name. I'm pretty sure it's Vance Joy or it's Vance Voy.
But he's influenced me no end.
Vance Joy.
It's the one he sings Riptides.
Yeah.
What's that one about? He's got some bangers. But again,
Can you name 3?
Mess is Mine, Like Gold, and Riptides.
That's how it's done, Max.
Is it like Spandau Ballet's Gold, that one?
No.
Tom, who's yours?
In terms of my vinyls, I've got like all the Dire Straits albums, like them. I like Keane, big fan of them. Passenger, so yeah, I've got a few. Depends what I kind of go through phases. But yeah, big into all of them 3.
That sounds similar.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What about you, Stephen?
You know me, Life of the Party, Kanye West.
Yeah, of course.
Not his recent stuff. Not into that gospel
God,
shit.
no.
But although I do want to be in a gospel choir. Just once. I'll be the Dave of the group and I'll mime, but that'd be great.
So just to play the cowbell in the gospel choir.
Kanye West, he's got a lot of good songs from years ago.
He's a weird guy, but yeah, I agree.
I like his music.
My favourite Kanye West one was the one he done with Daft Punk. Was the Harder.
Oh, Strong?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a strong.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a tune.
Should we move on to Looney Cooney?
Hey!
It's Tom Looney, actually. Get it right.
Tom Looney.
Yeah.
Tom Looney.
Wacky cunt.
Okay, so this week I have put together some song lyrics. I've got a selection for each of you.
Okay.
And only one of these I have made up. The rest are real lyrics. So, we'll start with Dave.
Yeah.
Right, okay, Dave, here are your lyrics. Number 1. I met a girl. She asked me my name. I told her what it was. Number 2. Only time will tell if we stand the test of time. Number 3. You're up there, but I'm down here. It's like we're on different levels.
So loony. Oh.
4. If the light is off, then it isn't on. There you go, Dave.
Okay. I'm going to go with the one that makes sense, because all of them are so weird. I'm going to go with the
So wacky.
That's it. Look, Looney! What's it called? The third, fourth... What was...
The third one or the fourth
The
one?
third one,
Yeah, we'll
that's
say
it.
you got that one right, Dave. Well done.
Did I get it?
Detective Dave can't
He's on
stop.
fire.
I am
Okay,
on it.
right. Max Smith is about to get wackier. Right, okay, we've got 4 lyrics here for you. Right. I'm lying awake while you're crying next to me, but I'm just thinking about eggs for breakfast.
Okay.
You're just another red balloon with a lot of hot gas. Why don't you fuck off? New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick.
Does everyone?
It's apt for the time.
Young, black and famous with money hanging out my anus. There we go, Max.
Okay.
Only one of them is fake.
I hope the last one's real.
I'm pretty much. I've heard you say the last one before, Tom.
Yeah.
Wasn't that when you were running for school president?
Put it on my gravestone. Okay, let's go with you're a red balloon full of hot No, I'm going to say the first one about breakfast.
The third one.
Yeah.
So which one was that?
I'm waking up next to you, but all I can think about is breakfast.
Damn it. Got it again. I'm not very good at this. Young, black and famous, money hanging out my anus is a P. Diddy line.
Wow.
Oh, what
Okay,
a
then,
tune.
Stephen. Now,
So I remember
now
saying
for
the
you.
first line to you after that sleepover.
Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so tastes so good, makes a grown man cry. Sweet cherry pie, yeah. She left me without a word. She left me here to hurt. Now I don't care about a thing. Just gonna eat this lemon meringue. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't think I can take it because it took so long to bake it. Can't complain, mustn't grumble. Help yourself to another piece of apple crumble.
It's got just instantly apple crumble.
That is a real line.
Oh wow!
By
no.
ABC from That Was Then, This Is Now. Yes!
I thought the other three were ridiculous.
The fake one was the lemon meringue one.
Oh, I would have said that. I would have said that.
Yeah. So shut up, Dave.
I just wouldn't think you'd type "thank," but I just don't know how loony this guy is.
Oh God, I can rhyme. So, there we go. That was Tom Looney.
Brilliant.
Take your
Brilliant. Very
seatbelts
well
off
done.
now.
Very well done.
Right. I believe we have an IMAX this week. Max,
We do.
What film are you doing? Music themes.
So I watched the hit movie.
School of Rock.
I didn't debate that. I didn't debate doing that, but I watched Whiplash this week.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, the drumming one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've written a little piece about that.
Okay, go on, take it away.
Okay, so here at IMAX, it's our great privilege, nay our noble duty, to seek out the hidden movie treasures of the past and review them for your listening pleasure. This week is no exception. Last night, armed with a lovely plate of pesto pasta and a mug of hot cocoa, I decided to watch the hit 2014 movie Whiplash, starring J.K. Simmons and Miles Teller, in which a young man driven by dreams of becoming the greatest ever jazz drummer is pushed to the limits by an abusive teacher. The movie sadly does contain extremely violent and manipulative abuse, which I had not read about whilst researching the movie, so I decided to watch a more light-hearted movie and decided to watch the 3 High School Musical films back to back.
Well
It's
done.
really weird that you're reading this and you've
You gave some terrific detail there on the pesto pasta.
Yeah. And the cocoa.
So what do you make of the High School Musical films?
Do you know what? They're good fun. Disney, pulled out of the bag. They were very big at the time, if I remember correctly.
Still are
Story
cult
about
classics.
being true to yourself, even when others demand you stay on the course they set out for you. The film tells you that being different is okay. But boy, was his humble reviewer shocked.
You are definitely reading these
And
from the internet.
I wrote that this morning.
I mean,
Yeah.
you have reason to be humble though, based on the past shit shows.
Well, wait a minute. I know that this is an enormous responsibility, and the fact you keep coming back for more greatly warms my heart. The floods of emails that we receive stating I've brought a new movie into your lives is such a blessing, and I shall recommend you only the freshest movies this week.
What is going on?
Max,
No idea.
Every remark has been pre-planned.
Max, what's your hot take on the High School Musical films?
High School Musical. It's a film about kids singing and dancing. Yeah.
It
Where
sort of
does
gives
it?
that from the
Yeah,
title.
well, what's your take on it though?
Where is it set? Albuquerque, New Mexico.
No, you
What
can't
else
ask
is-
yourself questions.
What else is set in Albuquerque, New Mexico? Breaking Bad, the TV show.
Okay.
Drugs.
It is my hypothesis that all the kids in the High School Musical films are
On meth.
doped up to the eyes on meth.
That's why they're singing. That makes
Okay,
so
so
much sense.
hypothesis is like an idea you get beforehand, and then obviously you go out and you watch the film and you've come to a
Because
conclusion.
I read. Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
read
what's your
that it was
conclusion?
set in Albuquerque. It probably is, to be honest with you. If you
Well,
watch
Max,
Go on.
sorry, doesn't meth, it really damages your teeth, and you can see even at the end of the third film, they've all got great teeth.
Have you
Yeah.
heard of CGI, my friends?
I don't believe
Fake
that they would
teeth,
go to those
fake
limits
teeth.
Yeah.
of having the kids all on meth. Surely that would affect the basketball performance of Troy Bolton. They'd be a lot more sluggish.
Well, to be fair, they probably thought they had won because of the methed out coma that they're all in.
So you're saying that it's actually part of the plot itself that the kids are on meth?
Yeah, I believe so.
So the characters themselves CGI'd their own teeth.
They painted it on.
Exactly.
This is really layered.
These kids work in they're professional drama students. I'm sure they could get some prop teeth somewhere.
Right.
I think
If you watch
you're
the film,
saying-
the first time that they sing in the movie, in the first film, they're in a different country and it's karaoke. Every other song, apart from one or two, it's a full, like, it's not singing as if real singing, if that makes sense.
Are they in a different country?
Yeah. They're in the mountains somewhere. They're not in Albuquerque.
There's mountains in America, mate.
What does the second
They're not
film
in
represent
Albuquerque.
then?
Right, okay.
Second film, they're still methed out in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's a trilogy about these methed out kids.
Are they in Albuquerque? I thought they were in somewhere different.
Yeah, I thought they go to a summer home. Or whatever it is.
You've not watched all the films, have you, mate?
Guarantee you I have.
You didn't watch all three, did you?
The second film, they go to Lava Springs, I believe it's called, which is owned by Sharp.
Is that what it says on your screen right now?
Share your screen with us, Max. Share your screen.
I mean, okay.
It's a big green button at the back.
Basically, yeah.
Max, to break the realism here, because you're saying that the actors are all, doing drugs. It's filmed in Utah.
Well, no, I'm not saying. No, wait a minute. I don't know how you've got this
so-
confused. I'm not saying the actors, Zac Efron and all the other ones, are methed out. I'm saying the characters in the film, which is set in Albuquerque, are methed out. It's a prequel to Breaking Bad. I'm not saying Zac Efron was on meth during the shooting of the film.
If it's a prequel, why is there no High School Musical characters in Breaking Bad, or even
They all die
alluded
at the
to
end
it?
of the third one due to meth.
How is that a prequel? though?
Overdoses.
Yeah.
If
Sorry?
it's never alluded to, how is it a prequel if it's never alluded to?
It doesn't need to be alluded to, you just throw in.
Then you
some
could say
characters.
Mr. Bean's Holiday is a prequel to Avengers Endgame.
Fuck off!
But what I'm saying is...
No! That's IMAX for next week! Are you kidding?
There we go. So that was.
No, mate.
Also, Whiplash 10 out of 10.
Dave! It's time for my favourite segment, which is Dave Raves. What's been fucking you off this week, Dave, to do with music then?
Music. What I don't understand is where all these instruments come from. Who come up with these ideas of what, like for drums, for example? Who they went, oh, that's a good idea. Do you know what
This
they?
is annoying you.
I'm furious!
He's got a problem with ingenuity.
You're
Who thought it would be a good idea to make a bagpipe? Like, who come up with that? Like, who
No,
come
I'll
up
give
with
you
the
that
bag,
Yeah.
the pipes? Do you know what I mean?
Mr.
A
Bagpipe.
flute.
Dave,
Who was
Dave, what's
blowing
your-
into a stick to get a flute? Do you know what I mean? What
Well, we could Google it.
Dave, what's your three worst instruments then?
My three words. I've got a problem with the big ass trumpets. The other ones that do like a spiral.
What the
Trombone.
Saxophone, a trombone?
no, the big one.
Trombone.
Is it the tuba?
Yeah.
Not
French
tuba.
horn?
What's
Yeah.
it called?
One of them two. The thing that
A big one.
annoys the big fuck off copper looking
Yeah, what's the
thing.
massive one called? And they is
Should
it
we
the
look it up?
tube? What's it
You're
called?
thinking of a
Wear
didgeridoo? Right, okay.
Wear it.
Yeah, it's like you pull it over your, like got a massive hole in it. You like pull it over your shoulders. It's just it annoys me because it's
I know what you
unnecessary.
mean.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Right,
It's too
okay.
big. You can get the same noise out of something else.
Fair enough.
But
I don't
another
like the violin.
instrument.
Sousaphone.
See, I don't like the violin, but I don't mind the bass. You know the fuck off bass where you play like that. It's like a big violin.
Oh yeah.
But I
Cello.
like that because
But
cello. That's the one.
Yeah.
The cello. See, but drums. I love drums. I love hearing drums. But what annoys
Yeah.
me about drums is how they were made. Because they're originally people's skin, and that's what annoys me.
Do you want to bring it back?
people's
Who
skin.
thought? Yeah, they used to put pig skin or something. They used to stretch it. I was like,
God,
weirdos, mate. Weird. I can't trust people
that's
like
true.
that. So that's.
You'll never have to, Dave. Alternate methods these days.
And another one is the flute. Just it's an annoying noise for me.
You have to hold it on the side as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
So, I'll tell you who plays the flute. That bloke who played the flute to get the raps out. and he was a prick.
I'll tell you who played the flute.
Pied Piper.
The Pied Piper.
Yeah.
And he was cocky. He seems like he's like, oh, look at me. I've got a flute, I can do this.
Was it a fiddle? I don't know.
Yes, you might be right.
There are too many instruments, I'll give you that.
Why would the
triangle I don't
play
like.
Fiddle?
Yeah, the triangle.
I like the triangle, because if you can't play any other instrument, you've got that to back up on.
Yeah, I know, but it's just shitting it. Right, okay.
Oh yeah, I get the cowbell.
What's the one where you
to
shake
get it right.
and then you tap?
Tambourine.
Tambourine, they're alright, I don't
Liam
mind
Gallagher loves those.
Tambourines and maracas are quite useful, like as just as a bit of like an undertone on songs, just a little layer. They're quite nice, the rhythm.
If you like Liam Gallagher,
they have it's things like the didgeridoo that I can't find I don't really like. Pointless.
Oh yeah.
What's that one? I always had it in music class. Like, it was a long stick, and you go ooh.
Rainmaker.
Oh, I know what you mean.
That's
And it's like
yeah.
yeah. You could get like a little lolly that had the same had a stick
that's
at the
it.
bottom. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
They were quite tasty though. Dave.
Yeah.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does all these instruments piss you off?
If you could go through every instrument, please.
No, don't.
Name 3 instruments, Dave.
As a trombone, a flute, and a saxophone. Which a saxophone pisses me off and all, actually. Not because of the way it looks or the way it sounds, because it's the way it's spelt. Actually, no, saxophone's the way it sounds. It's not xylophone. Xylophone.
Oh, xylophone. Yeah.
I'm on about.
No need for an X there, is there?
No, it just confuses the shit out of me. Yeah, but instruments as a whole, I love instruments because I love a bit of music here and there. But
sorry,
and for that, I'm knocking it down. I'm going to say about 6. Instruments piss me off to about 6.
It ranked 6 on Dave Raves. Well done.
Yeah.
The Raveometer.
Yeah.
Now let's go from a problem to solving problems.
Yes.
Put it to the max.
Put it to the max.
I'm here.
Hey.
Take it away, Tom.
I'm ready.
Okay. Hi everyone. Me and my mates are long-time fans of you all from New Zealand.
Wow.
Nice.
My problem is,
Nice one.
I'm quite a comedic person, but most of my jokes make me sound a bit mental and are often at my friends' expense. I love making people laugh, but after too many times of joking around, no one will now take me seriously. How do I make people laugh without damaging my relationships? That's from Gus.
First of all, Gus, you've already got a comedy name. You're doing well there. Probably not taken seriously because of your name, Gus. If I knew someone called Gus, I wouldn't be able to get over that for a while.
Is it short for something, Gus, or is that
Gustavo.
actually someone's name?
From Breaking Bad.
The Gestapo.
Well, go on, Max.
Oh, sorry.
It's been put to you.
People aren't taking you seriously. I'd say just run with that. You know, if they already think you're a joke, those relationships you're not going to make better. So I'd say make some new friends. I don't know how old you are, Gus, but I'd say call this a write-off and move on to the next thing where you can learn from your mistakes.
But it doesn't sound like his friends are doing anything wrong. It just sounds like he's got jokes that are
But it sounds like they're not
working.
taking him seriously, right?
But if he's making
What I
jokes
got
all the
from that
time,
is
it's
that-
hard to, isn't it?
Well, exactly, yeah.
See,
But they're not going to take
I
him
love a bit
seriously
of-
anymore.
I
And
love
he's
some bad
making
jokes.
offensive jokes to them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. This whole thing's a write-off. Just learn from your mistakes and move on.
I mean, there's no point in just dropping the whole act and all of a sudden getting dead serious. Just, you just need to show that there's another side to you.
Be real.
It'll happen over time. There's no
Do you know
quick
what the
fix
issue
to this.
is?
You've built up a reputation. Gus.
It depends how offensive he's been. If he's been like horrifically racist or things like that, then first of all you're a cunt, Gus. But Second, I don't think you can do anything with these phones anymore.
All right, moving on. Okay. I'm a young lad. No thanks, Stephen.
I think we've already read this one.
Have we?
Yeah.
This must have been a week I missed. Right, okay then. Okay. Currently I'm on a weight loss mission with the aim of losing a stone. Recently started going to the gym. It's been great and I've made some proper progress. However, I have a large issue where every time I do a squat, this old bloke eyes me up. What do you suggest I do to try and get him to stop staring? I feel like the school gym should be a safe place rather than a nonce breeding ground. Please can I also hear from Dave, as he seems a well-educated chap. Kind regards.
Should we go straight to Dave on this?
Yeah.
Right, to be honest, I wasn't actually listening to the question.
Okay. Max.
So basically, he's going to the gym and there's an old bloke there who keeps watching him. Just making it uneasy.
Because this has kind of come up before, I think, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Should we go to you for this one?
No, let Dave.
I'd have a word. I'd say, I'd plan out what I'm going to say before going over there. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing?
What? Should we role play this? Max, do you want to be the old man?
do. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I've got one here. Yeah, come in, Percy.
Are you going to multi-roll this, Max?
It's great that despite the coronavirus going on, you just have guests just ready to step in. Especially the old ones. Old ones willing to risk their life for a cameo on a podcast.
Hello, young man. Hello, young. Wait, who am I? Who am I role playing, man?
Oh yeah.
You're yourself, Percy.
Am I the
You're an
old
old man at the gym.
Okay, man.
Yeah. Sounds like
Hey,
your own
old
method for this.
Excuse me,
Dave-
sir. Can you
Dave-
stop
oh, there you
looking
go.
at me, please?
Hey up, laddie. I'm just watching you do a full squat, man. You're doing great. You're doing wonders. Do it again for me, man.
Oh, cheers, mate. But it will have to cost you.
What, man? What will it cost me, man? £50? I've only got 29 pence. Oh, that's a good pension, man. I'm not made of money. I buy groceries every weekend, man.
He really sounds like he's struggling.
Can't you just let an old man have a beak every once in a while, man?
Fine.
Thank you, man.
Is that a Cheshire accent I hear?
So I've actually had this problem. What I'd say is just go at a different time of the day.
Hey, man, I'm always here, though,
good.
man. I never leave.
Well, just hope that the corona takes them.
Yeah. Wait,
should we-
I feel quite flattered by that, to be fair, if someone was watching me.
No,
Like, yeah,
it
I'm
makes you
fucking
feel
head,
to be
dirty.
fair, if they're at school, though,
Does
then
it?
it's a bit
Does it?
fucking weird.
Yeah, that's why.
I'd say I'm curious as to how an old man's been able to even get on the premises, and I would say just talk to management.
Yeah.
Don't email a podcast. Email. They're probably the ones more equipped to deal with this issue.
That was put it to the max there. Well done. Saving lives. And
Don't forget to email. They have dried up a little bit, so the email address, remember, is putittothemax@hotmail.com.
Suppose.co.uk.
Oh no.
We've done both in the past.
It's .com. It's .com. Yeah. Apologies if you have sent them to .co.uk. But
Someone's probably got that gold mine of
There's another podcast right now.
You get a shit
all the
load.
good ones. Yeah.
So that's it. We've covered music in all its glory. I've been joined by David Rees,
Oh,
Thomas Cooney, Max Smith, Reginald A, Percy,
Hey man.
and myself. Next week
Even man.
Cheers, guys. Not sure what we're doing next week. Hopefully living. That's all we can hope for. We might be out by then. Yeah.
No.
Anyway, look after yourselves. Stay safe. Bye.